I acknowledge this feeling of sadness, and give space to feel it with all my heart. Because I know that sadness is a part of life. And I also still have enough strength to overcome grief and turn it into greater strength and skill. Although this grief is painful, nevertheless I choose to look at the sadness as an opportunity for me to learn and grow to be stronger and braver, because I know there are still many darker tunnels of grief that I have to go through. I know very well that grief is not a lasting feeling, and with time, I will feel better and stronger than before. And I also appreciate sadness as an important part of my life's journey because I will use it to hone my mental resilience. I'm sad not because I'm weak, on the contrary, I'm just learning to grow stronger from the previous day, because no human can cross the deep sea of sadness if they don't know how to swim. Accepting sadness as a natural part of the human experience, it's what I have to do. I will never be afraid to feel it. And I really believe that I will become a wiser and more empathetic person because of this grief experience. I choose to find happiness and beauty in my life, even when I'm feeling sad. And I also choose to surrender my grief to God or a power greater than myself, and trust that everything will turn out well in the end. I choose to stay optimistic and focus on a better future, even though I'm currently experiencing sadness. I also believe that I am able to overcome this grief and come out of this situation stronger and better than before. I choose to focus on the positive things in my life, despite this sadness. I promise to give myself the time and space to feel this sadness, but I also promise not to let these feelings control my life as a whole. Accepting sadness is part of my duty, but I also know I shouldn't mourn it, because nothing is permanent in this world, and this sadness also fades and fades with time. Whenever I feel sad, I always think that this is just a temporary phase in my life. I believe that everything happens for a reason, and the sadness that I feel now will definitely take me in a better direction. I believe that my grief will be a source of inspiration and wisdom for me in the future. And in this sorrow, I find the strength and courage to grow stronger, because I know that there will still be many sorrows that will come to me in the days to come. I understand that grief is a sign that I care and have deep emotions. And I also treat myself gently and understandingly when I feel sad. Because every sadness that I feel is a natural part of my life's journey. I keep hope and faith that this sadness will pass, and I will find happiness and peace again. And it is also in this sadness that I find space to appreciate the happiness and joy when they are present in my life. I was patient with myself in the healing process, understanding that every small step is a step toward freedom from grief. And I realized that grief is an important signal, one that tells me about what's really important in my life. Even though I felt that sorrow, I still had unshakable value and kindness within me.